Hello, welcome to my channel everybody. My name is Chrissy and I will be giving you a prediction reading for the 28th of July. Now, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you find out when my videos pop up. And also guys, hit those like buttons because that helps me heaps. And I will just get started and we'll see what comes up in the current energies. Whew. Gosh, they're showing me they're drafting their plan. Now, when you think of drafting, I tend to think of myself as someone who's mapping things out and drawing the plans. It's kind of, I think they call them a draftsman. Isn't that the guy who does the plans for like engineering and things like that? I think it is, or architectural kind of. This is what I'm getting for their drafting. This is the drafting of their plans moving forward. Now, we know they've been currently rolling out the Great Reset agenda and it's kind of been coming at everybody at the rate of knots and knocking everybody over. But I am getting this, the drafting of moving forward, how we're all going to move forward. Hang on, just let me see what else we get with this. Oh, okay. Well, everybody, this is the people implementing the reset agenda. They're getting their tasks now. So it's like they're getting their list of jobs. It's like they've got to tick off the boxes. I guess you could relate it to like government goal setting. Well, that's great, isn't it? They've got to try and achieve these target goals. Now, we know that's been happening because, of course, we've got here the 2035, everybody's going to be on the renewables and the global changes, climate and all this stuff. That's an example of the government goals. They've got to try and reach these things by certain deadlines. I believe they've brought a lot of those things forward because they're really rushing to get these things out now. But I do feel there's this checklist for the government where they've got to tick these things off. And of course, it's never about getting the approval of the people. We know that we have no input into these checklists. Yeah, it's that ticking of the boxes. It's like, yeah, rolling out the global agenda, tick. Got the interest rate housing prices going up, tick, that'll help the economy. Right. Got the jabs rolling out, yep, that's going well, tick. Okay, what else have we got? We've got the leaders in place. They're attending their meetings, so that's a tick for government. There's this kind of ticking of the boxes, and this is the drafted plan. This is around the drafted plan. We know that's what this is. It's the drafting of the plan moving forward. So now they're sort of looking at that next. I said we're up to about number 6 out of 10 with the rollout. So they're not that happy with how it's going. They would rather it be 10 out of 10. But like I said, people are seeing it, so people are standing up and waking up now, and they're striking. Here in Australia, they are striking every day. There's someone new jumping in on the strikes. I said we've got the garbage guys here today. The garbage trucks are striking now. It's great. I love sitting back and watching all these people strike. I kind of go, wow, I wonder who'll be next. I never thought of the garbage trucks. What a brilliant, this is just brilliant. It just ends up being one person, like one area after the other. It's just great. Oh God, oh my God. So let me know what's happening where you guys are, if you got any strikes, because this seems to be happening. And like the guide said, strikes are the way, as in bowling and knocking government over, that we can fight back through strikes. I'll just see what else we get around this today. Yeah, and it's showing me, it's like they're showing me like this big, like, I still keep getting like draftsman, but it's like I keep thinking like architect too. Is there two kind of, maybe there's a difference between a draftsman and an architect. I'm not really sure. Bear with me. I do try to get these visuals into words and put them into some sort of logic. But I'm getting this guy at the big desk, and he's got the big pieces of paper with the plans, like the draft on it, and he's peeled off the first page. So really you could say the reset plan was on the first page, and now that's been like ripped off. Because see, in their mind, if they're up to like rolling this out, say about a number 6 out of 10, Well, that's not too bad. They're pretty happy with how the agenda's going overall. A video did pop up today on my feed. Oh my God, and it was the WHO, the World Health Organization, and we know they're pushing the monkeypox. But it was actually saying, please help them with stopping, they're asking all the platforms and everybody, which is all of us as well, you know, us naughty people and naughty children that don't comply, could we help by stop putting out misinformation, because it's really affecting and it's making all this very dangerous, and it's important that we don't put out any harmful information that can really affect people. So that, if you go and look it up, I'll actually put it on my Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald, Psychic Life Coach. Go and have a laugh, because we really could use a laugh on here. It was ridiculous. So yes, they're actually, the health is now telling you not to put misinformation on any platforms. Yes, now they're running digital IT world. Oh my God. But this is what I'm getting. I'm getting this visual of this draftsman or architect, whatever you want to call him, and he's peeled off the Great Reset page. So now we're up to the next part of the draft of the plan. And we know this is a very big ongoing plan, because we always talk about the icebergs here on my channel, where there's so much more beneath the surface than what we even realize, even here on my channel. And we know a fair bit, but there is so much more that we're not even aware of. So now they've like turned the page. So I talked the other day about maybe Klaus Schwab, which someone here, oh my God, it was brilliant. Today he told me your nickname for Klaus was Cotton Schwab. And I just thought that was so good. Oh my God, if you've got any great names for Klaus Schwab, write them down below so we could all have a laugh, because it just is ridiculous, isn't it? But I'm getting this, well, that's what I got the other day, was about his book. He's got another book. There's more books like to come, the sequel, and it was something about the emergency red button response or something like this. But now they're showing me that we're up to the next page. So they've torn off the page of the reset agenda, and now we're going into the real in-depth stuff. So these are the layers of the reset. Oh my goodness. These are the layers of the reset. So we're on the next page. Oh God. What is going to be on this next page? Oh, I can only wonder. Let me see what we get. Now this is where they're getting into the finer detail. So what they're showing me is we had the reset plan, and we had the agenda on the first page, and then that big sheet got torn off and put over there, and now we've got the detail. So we had the basic plan, and this is the reset agenda, and we're going to do the renewables by then, and we're going to do this, and we're going to have people on electric cars, and we're going to have people eating vegan, and now we're getting into more detail. So I feel like there's going to be more detail coming at us, and this is us as well. This is people waking up. This is you watching my channel. We're going to start getting more detail. It's funny, because I was actually saying to my husband just before how the whole the real thing that woke a lot of us up, and probably you guys watching my channel here, is when the jabs first came out, when they quickly followed it up with this QR coding and this tracking and tracing, and everything just sort of wasn't adding up. It was just, how can the whole globe be on board with that so quickly? It just didn't make sense. And I'm sure that's how you guys felt. And that's what kind of gave us that gut feeling that something wasn't quite right. And then the vilifying came sort of after that. But this is kind of what I'm getting. That's what I said to my husband, rather. People don't realize that was all like trialing things. So that QR coding, that hasn't just gone away. Why would they just do that for no reason? This is the stuff they're going to bring back. And see, people haven't thought about that. These people that are waking up, we know it's a high probability they're going to bring that back. And this could be more detail. But they don't see that these things are going to come back. Again, it's probably that thing's coming back to bite them on the bum that we talk about in the backside. But they don't just implement things for no reason at all. What would be the point of it all, of doing all that, setting up this global QR coding and checking in system and facial recognition, all this stuff? Actually, a couple of those shops here I was telling you about in Australia had to pull a pin, Kmart and Bunnings Hardware and all that had to pull a pin on the facial recognition here because people stood up and they didn't like it. So they had to stop it. That's a win for the people right there, and it wasn't us. It was the people waking up. So I just had to mention that while I was talking about it. But that's what I said to my hubby. People don't realise that this stuff's going to come back, and this could be where the detail starts now, because we know there's going to be credit scoring coming. I think you already got that happening in Canada, don't you? I think you do. But we know China does. China sort of has everything. It's a bit hidden in its own bubble, but we seem to somehow always know what's going on over there, and that we're all not far behind, especially Canada. Australia seems to follow suit with you. But this is what I said to my hubby. They're going to bring out this detail again where you're going to have this. And if you, I've already said to travel, I remember saying in the beginning of the year that travel and traveling overseas and from country to country is going to get harder and harder because you've got to have specific vaccine certificates now. If you're not double boosted, jabbed 4 times, if you haven't had this shot and your monkeypox shot, probably there's going to be restrictions in different countries. So really, these people waking up, if you look at the big picture, they don't really have their freedom. It was all an illusion at the start that they would get 2 jabs and get their freedom back, but they really don't have their freedom back. Here in Australia, I was talking about sorry, I've got so many things coming in at the moment. I was talking about the foot and mouth that's in Bali at the moment, and people flying into Australia were just washing their own shoes, and it was just like a big bungled up mess again. And now people are standing up because they're saying, why didn't government do anything? And now they've got these squishy mats or something with sanitizer that you put your feet on as you walk through the terminal. I don't even know, it's so stupid, as if that'd do anything. But as we know here on my channel, they wanted it to come into the country because we know they want to kill the beef industry and they want everyone to become vegans. And now the farmers are rising up, obviously globally, because the Dutch farmers did for different reasons. Melbourne farmers here protested about these big electrical power lines that they were going to put on their farms, and there is so much going on. But this is what I'm saying, everything's getting harder and harder, but the people are waking up because people keep talking about why didn't here in Australia they shut the borders to Bali, and why did they allow this to go on for like 2 weeks, people just walking through with their shoes and everything. So it's just, people are seeing it, they're seeing it. I just need you to know that people are seeing it. So meanwhile, getting back to, sorry, I get a bit overloaded with messages. We're back at this next page of the reset agenda, which is the detail. So they're going to start bringing out the detail. I'll just see what else we get with this. So this is where the finer lines are kind of drawn on the map. So it's like you've got your basic map. For example, what you might have is, if we think of an architect or a draftsman or something like that, they might draw the house picture on the very front page with like the reset agenda, for example. And then when you take that second page off, it shows you inside the house. And this is what I'm getting. We're now getting to the nitty gritty of the reset, which is like inside the house, where there is much more detail. So you've got like your utilities, you've got your bathroom, you've got your toilets drawn on this one, you've got your lounge area, your entry doors and your exits. So this is what I'm saying about the reset. This is just a comparison. So we've got the reset and now we're getting all the detail. So it's like the things were listed, like financial, getting people to have more jabs, this, that. Sorry guys, my phone just went into low power mode. I hope it didn't interrupt the video. And now we've got more detail. So we're going to start seeing and hearing more detail. We always knew that was going to start happening, but they're breaking things down more. So we're going to start being able to look in and see more of actually what's going on. So this could also be that things are going to be exposed more and more information is going to come out around these different areas. We talk about the infrastructure here all the time on my channel about the electric cars and these renewables. Like, it's totally unrealistic, but I guess we'll start to find out the details of what they've really got planned, because we know here on my channel, all this weather stuff, I talked about it this morning in the video, we know that's a lot of BS, a lot of that, and it's it's all planned. We're getting smart cities built now, mostly on a global scale. So this is the kind of stuff that's going to start coming out. The speed rails, all this sort of stuff they're building down the east coast, where suddenly all these towns are getting wiped out by floods. Like, there's so many question marks, and I know you guys around the globe have that as well. You're having things happen, huge fires, wiping places out. So these smart cities are going to start to well, the plans might start to emerge soon. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more information kind of coming out in more detail. And we'll probably see that first. If you're on my channel, we'll probably be aware of it first, because we'll just manifest that information to ourselves as we normally do. It just seems to pop up into our experience, doesn't it? I'll just see where else we go with this today. God, hang on. We've got to be like very realistic about numbers. Now, I know a lot of you here are very sensitive souls. We manifest a lot. We do a lot of visualizing, and we get a lot of recurring numbers. A lot of us are very into synchronistic numbers, signs. Sometimes it can be number plates, it can be things on your clock. You might look at the clock and it's 3:30 when you wake up in the middle of the night, or there'll be a number plate. I've got a number plate that I see a lot called SIM, C-I-M. We all have little signs and synchronicities, and these are little guideposts. So the guides are actually saying to look out for those, because we're going to be getting a lot of those coming into this next phase of the reset. There's going to be a lot of this numbers and synchronistic experiences. This is for you watching my channel, because we're very awake and we're seeing a lot of things. So I'm feeling like really notice your numbers and like number plates or any signs that you might get. You might have some repetitive sign that you experience. Look out for that, because that's really positive. And when you see it, I want you to kind of sigh and smile and feel good, because that's a sign that you're on your right path and you're staying on your track. And this is how we protect ourselves too from all this stuff that's going on over here on page 2 of the big reset draft. I'll see if there's any more closing messages rather today. And they're saying like eliminating people wasn't a mistake. Like, a lot of us here on my channel, and if you are new to my channel, we had a lot of people who vilified us and sort of pushed us aside and didn't see us as worthy people during a lot of what has happened over the last couple of years. Could be around family. I know a lot of you have struggled with family as well. And it's saying you haven't made a mistake with that. We have to have that pride, we have to respect ourselves, and we have to stay true to our beliefs and stay strong. And that's the message the guides are giving us today, just to really stay strong. Oh, we always get a song here. What's with the songs? You guys must really love music. Oh, I'm getting that song. I think it's by Snap, is it? You've Got the Power. Well, that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Is it? I've got the power. You break my heart. Excuse the singing. I'm a really bad singer. I'm pretty sure it's by Snap. Go and check it out. I'm going to leave you with that today. So stay in your power. Eliminating people wasn't a mistake, because otherwise we would have got dragged down like the crab in the bucket. And it's very important that we stay strong and independent. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. So have a great night, everybody. The sun's going down. It's getting very dark here in Australia. I'll say goodbye and have a wonderful night. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and of course comment below. Let me know your Klaus Schwab's names. I love the cotton Schwab. It's just brilliant. I love it. Take care, everybody, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye from Australia. Bye.